why don't we move on to our second match between Red Esports and Orange Esports. It's going to begin with the drafting phase.
All right, drafting phase has begun with Red Esports on the blue side and Orange Esports on the red side. Now, first ban straight away, Akai.
Okay, I feel like I think it was an issue, not an issue, but just a disturbance for Zayed just now. The early game wise, he couldn't manage to secure the turtle for the first two turtle, if I'm not mistaken. But once he got things down, he'd be able to zone out the Akai and get his groove going. But again, a very, very good ban from Red Esports. Orange Esports, a bit of a respect ban again for Mal, banning out the 1-1.
Yep, 1-1 gets banned out here. The fact that Red Esports is banning out Phoveus this early on tells me that Mal wants to play carry.
Oh.
Just an odd feeling.
Or Zayed wants to play Hayabusa.
Ooh, that's also good. I mean, Ling is still up technically.
Oh, yeah? Fanny, I mean, Fanny...
I don't think she cares.
I was like, oh, Fanny?
Actually, I take that back.
But nah.
Could I have a refund on that order?
Doesn't matter if you have a Phoveus or not. Fanny's just gonna keep right through you. But right now, Orange Esports, the second ban. Valentina probably is gonna be banned out here, but no. Okay, Faramis is gonna be banned out, considering they were the one who picked up the Faramis.
Here's the thing. I've noticed this, and especially amongst MPL and even international tournaments. But generally, MPL teams, right, they like to pick up what they like, and they like to ban out what they think is powerful, right?
Okay.
So if you put them side by side, you can kind of tell what the team likes to prioritize. So the fact is, they've picked up Faramis for themselves. They're banning it now. Orange Esports believes that Faramis is ridiculous.
Man, Zayed has the utmost confidence, wiping his screen while he's on the banning phase. Imagine! Imagine! Sora says, okay, Zayed, ban out the Valentina. Pop Saber ban. Coach, sorry, Coach, I was wiping my screen.
Coach, my screen. Look, I'll keep it a stack with you. My screen, there was a lot of powder on it. I mean, like Valentina and Xavier, they all look the same. Like it's.
That's why I said the utmost confident. Your turn to ban and you wiping your screen, bro. Okay, that's why he's the professional player, and we're here on the caster's desk. But Valentina is gonna be banned out by Red Esports, considering again, they was the one who could pick up the Valentina, but maybe it's just too powerful. So banning it out now so that they can have a clearer vision later on.
Yep, I think it's definitely worth banning out here, but the follow-up ban looks to be Fanny coming in from Orange Esports, which opens up Ling this time for Red.
But then again, there's still Kofra, Ruby for Orange Esports to kind of counter or trying to disrupt the movement of Ling. But I still think it's a very, very good pick, a worthy pick for Red Esports. And Julian is going to be picked up. But this is, okay, the current meta right now, it's hurting me so much because the Julian is so flexible. EXP lane, jungle, mid lane. To a certain extent, maybe some of them might go for a gold lane Julian later on.
I would be impressed if someone decides to actually go for the gold lane Julian. I am not going to lie. But considering that we are playing on the new patch, they have sort of changed the damage numbers around for Julian.
Okay.
And I still feel like, is it enough to you personally, considering last week's performance? And even, I want to see whether Julian, whether these nerfs that have recently come to him is going to be effective.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we can see much of a difference. There's still going to be a huge amount of damage coming up from the Julian, especially when he complete 2 or 3 of his items. The enhanced chain, enhanced sword is going to deal a lot of damage, especially if you put the Julian on the jungle for him to be able to rotate very, very quickly. And as well, you don't need the level 4 to get his ultimate. So again, very, very interesting how Red Esports is going to play around this Julian. But Orange Esports is going to have the luxury of picking up the Ling as well as the Esmeralda. When they saw the first game, Red QT on the Esmeralda was kind of unstoppable.
Yeah, but speaking of which, if we're talking about unstoppable, we're getting the Franco coming in from Miro once again, and it's going to be Mal on the Beatrix. So, 2 picks that we've seen before and have performed extremely well for Red Esports. Orange Esports look to deny, but I mean, the most that they've denied is Ling so far, and we've seen Zayed actually play the Julian in the jungle too. So I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out for Orange Esports.
Do you think Red Esports is gonna like rinse repeat for game number 1, considering the 2 picks are the same as game number 1? I mean, I don't see why not. They got the win. They got the win.
I mean, okay. to be fair, they are not going to get the Esmeralda, right? I don't think that really changes too much for them because there's so many replacements. Like, it's just RenQT is going to be playing Thamos now instead, unless Orange Esports ban it out. But Orange Esports, they are going to go with the Selena, so they want to make sure they can keep tabs and look for these long-range pickoffs.
Okay, for the side of Orange Esports right now, the bans, I think Derot is going to be a good shout-out right here, considering there's an Esmeralda on their side, so you want to be able to win your EXP lane, so why not just ban out the Deroth? But I think Kagura is going to be the main prioritization. Oh, that's just the last minute change. Oh, chop, chop. Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
maybe not the Kagura.
I think that's a good idea because, again, there's still so many really powerful mages that are still up for grabs. I mean, Yve in particular is still available. And I think with the Selena, it does kind of deter them away. So Orange Esports want to kind of cut off the edges for Red Esports and push them into this corner, right? Now, Kagura gets banned off. Red Esports, they're going to see, okay, it's all about mages. Let's get rid of the Lilia. Let's follow up and really shut down Orange Esports here.
Okay, if we're continuing on this style of mages right now, Kadita, Yve is still there, so I think this is quite a high prioritized mages that is still within the game. Unless they're gonna want to go for something different, Red Esports can still pick up the Veil. The Franco-Veil combo is still quite strong. It's still very, very strong. But as we can see on our screen right now, Marsha is gonna be hovered. I think not a bad ban right now, Marsha, considering how strong she is, being able to win her lane as well as sustain with the 3 Li of HP. So could be a good ban right now.
Okay, I think this is a good ban coming in from Orange Esports. However, this does leave a counter pick open for Red Esports. I'm very curious to see whether, because we saw this in Season 9. We've seen RenQT decide, you know what, I'm going to go with Dairoth. And sometimes he is sort of winning the lane, but not winning it hard enough. I want to see if he does pick up the Dairoth here, well, later in the pick phase, is it going to make a difference for the team? Or is he still going to be a team player? I'm going to pick Uranus or Thamos, and I'm going to try and help out for the rest of the team fight.
It could be a double-edged sword. If he picks up the Deroth, yes, it's a counter on paper, but knowing RenQT, sometimes he can be a bit too aggressive, and that could be the death of him. But right now, Red Esports is going to be banning out another mage, and the mage is going to be banned is Sicilian. Not giving Stormy that particular hero with the positioning that he has is going to be quite unstoppable if he gets on the Sicilian.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. Now, picking up Yve is a huge deterrent for both sides, right? Because if you pick Yve for the side of Orange Esports, you have 2 people who can easily take you out of the game and cancel the ult. If you take it for Red Esports, same thing goes for Orange Esports. So I don't think either team really wants to play Yve right now. And in terms of scaling mages, there's not too many on the field. We could go with the Kadita, but it's a high-risk, high-reward situation for Orange Esports.
What do you think about the Lunox?
I think Lunox might go well here.
I mean, speaking of scaling, one of the heroes that could scale in terms of mage. But whoa!
Oh, okay. This could potentially be flexed.
Okay, so Nathan good lane, Nathan mid lane. We've seen Nathan mid lane back in season 9, 8 from Orange Esports, if I'm not mistaken. Back then, they choose the combination of Estes and Nathan was quite strong, to be honest, but again, that was way back then. But
yeah,
Nathan has been changed a lot recently, so I'm pretty excited to see what kind of build, what kind of emblem, what kind of spell is going to be used by this Nathan, especially who's going to use this Nathan.
Yeah, I think Nathan as a flex pick is really good. Now, Red Esports, they don't have a lot of information to work with here, right? Because if they want to go for something like a Dairoth, it's a little tough. Yes, you win lane, but how much effectiveness do you have for the rest of the team? So they're going to go with a safe pick of Cho and pick up the Kadita for themselves. And now Orange Esports now can start thinking about what the lane matchups are going to look like, right? Because Nathan naturally can push the wave in the mid lane. If Valens wants to, he can go for a Popo and Koopa. He can go for a Clinton Brody if he really wanted to as well. Personally, I do think Nathan isn't too bad in the mid lane, but ideally, I think Lunox might be the go-to for Orange Esports.
Okay, as you can see, okay. Nice try, bro. Nice try.
I was shooting in the dark here. I was hoping for the best.
Hey, nice try, bro. But not gonna lie, Nathan is gonna be picked up for Valens. It's gonna be very interesting. Just an issue I have with Nathan is that he's not a early game hero. That's number one. The mobility, yes, is there if he can get his ultimate on time and if he can use it as well as, Valence could use. But then again, Ren QT is the master of, being able to take care of the back line, taking care of the front line. So Valence is going to be very, very careful when he opens up his ultimate in order for him to go in front, get out the damage, or to back off from any fight.
I mean, he made the mistake before earlier today, and now let's see if he's going to find some retribution in the second game of this best of three. Both compositions looking to play a front to back. They're looking to dive. They're looking to get the big pickoffs on the gold laners. Which one is going to prevail? A matchup between gold laners that will forever be remembered here at the MPL MY. Let's jump into the Land of Dawn.
All right, let's go. Orange Esport up against Red Esport. Game number 2, week number 2, day number 1. Red Esport have the upper hand, winning the first match, but it could be a different story for this game number 2. As we can see, Ash is going to clear up the mid lane as fast as he can. And Mirol, again, focusing on his gold laner, or Mal right now.
Huh. Kind of interesting. Sorry, this is diverting from the topic, but Stormy is the one going to be playing the Grok here. He's going to clear mid-wave relatively fast, while AIM is still going to be the dedicated support. So, this is interesting. Stormy will be able to clear out mid super quick and rotate for the rest of the team. And that was my biggest issue, right? How was Orange Esports going to take control of the mid lane?
Okay, looking at the emblem being picked up by Stormy right now, focusing on the movement speed, focusing on a bit of physical penetration, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the talent that he's going to pick up. So, focusing on damage as well as speed. I'm looking forward to see what item build he's going to go for. Is it going to be a full tank item, or he's going to go for that Bleed of Despair as the first item pickup? It's going to be very, very risky because there's not going to be any front line except for Neo. So, we shall see what is going to be in store for Orange Esport.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out on Stormy's build so far, but based on his emblems, I think he just wants the early game down because he knows Ashe cannot compete in terms of wave clear, and Stormy will try and harass him as much as he can because for the most part of it, Red Esports, as you notice, Mirror, he's always hovering towards Mal's side of the map.
Mirror, is he gonna get a hook?
Yep, he finds one, but AIM does not care. As Subway now tries to look to enter into the fray. The Abyssal Trap will proc, but unfortunately no arrow to follow up. And once again, Valence, he's having the time of his life, just clearing waves and not having to risk his life.
Yeah, I mean, the Everest is going to help him a lot in terms of gaining gold in the early stages and being able to pick up some few items. Neo right now is going to get caught up, but no kill is going to be found. Ash as well, using the Breath of the Ocean, but
oh, what a combo! Stormy dodging at the last second. Unfortunately, no enhanced chains is going to take the trade. Stormy, oh, what a combination with AIM. They played that perfectly slow, but now they're contesting for this turtle. Maybe they can get a kill. The turtle falls into the hands of Zion, and he gets on out of there real quick.
That was clean as you like between AIM and Stormy, using the Guardian's Barrier, using the Wild Charge, as well as AIM. Selena damage is there, and Ash, I think he underestimated the damage, or I think he underestimated the physical attack that was contributed by Orange Esport and getting that first blood for Orange Esport. But again, in game number 1, Orange Esport still playing really, really well in the early stages, but as we move on to the middle stages, that is where Red Esports starting to pick things up. So right now we can see Miro is gonna get caught out.
All right, AIM, he's gonna get some good damage here. A follow-up coming in from Valence, but the Bloody Hunt is going to put him down into the dirt. Stormy finds the trade. Mal, he's got his kill. He's happy. He doesn't mind who he has to sacrifice, but at the end of the day, is it worth it for the kills going on to Stormy? Can he translate it into something more?
Okay, both roamer, well, I wouldn't say Stormy is a roamer, but both of the supporter is being taken care of. But Mal getting that kill was really, really crucial for him in order for him to compete in terms of gold ranking, in terms of balance. But right now, as we can see, Orange Esport playing really, really well. Gold lead is not big of a difference, 400, 500 gold in the early stages, but I'm pretty sure things are gonna get being picked up in terms of pace in this second turtle.
Yep, in about 35 more seconds here. Mirror, once again, he's changing his position every single time he's hovering around in the top side of the map. Valence is going to quickly drop down his ult just in case he senses danger. If he sees even the hook for a second, he's quickly going to back out of that fight. But he just wants to clear the lane, even though he does have backup. But notice, again, these teams are so very similar to each other. They love to play for this gold lane.
The gold lane is going to be the main priority for Orange as well as Red Esport. They know the main damage dealer for them is Mal and Valence, and that is why they're being very, very focused on that particular side. As we can see, the EXP side, both of them are, the main job does is just to clear the wave and rotate in terms of helping the mid side as well as the gold lane side. As we can see right now, Turtle is gonna be spawned and Subway is gonna be the first one who's gonna try and secure this Turtle.
Ooh, aim. He's trying to take out Ash here very early on as they pull the Turtle towards their side. They're going to reset this, realizing that a good number of Red's members have rotated over. Question is, Neo, he's proxying the wave. They're gonna, both EXP laners are gonna be starting to make their way towards this Turtle side. They find the first Abyssal Arrow, but it's not gonna be followed up with. Even Red Esports realize the threat, but a play made by Red QT, even having the time to taunt, finds a change, but the rough waste does not connect. Neo walks away with his sprint. They find two, looking for a third. Orange Esports punish the play.
The counter engagement by Orange Esports, starting off from Stormy. The wall charge connected up to two people, and Miral and Zaid Hakimi paid the price. Grand QT, I'm not sure the taunting was needed just now.
I mean, that really sparked something in Orange Esports.
Yeah.
Oh, good plays. And yes, the counter engagement from Orange Esports was very, very nice here. They were looking for some big targets, and taking out Zaid this early is great. Bloody Hunt already landing on Story, but he's a tanky boy. He can take this magic. Oh no! Once again, Miro lands the hook, pulls Story back to tier 2, but can they finish it off? Yes, they can. Aim has done all that he can. Hopefully he doesn't die. The flicker from Mal isn't too much. The knock up from the wild charge. Stormy does it just in time. What a play. They walk off. No trades here. Mal using everything.
This guy, give him anything right now. He can perform up to the highest level. 3 kills, 0 death, and 2 assists, securing the kill against Mal. That was super crucial, as well as a very timed wild charge, being able to not just get away, but getting the kill. And from that kill, we can see Orange Esports leading up the goal, 2,400 gold right now, and it's gonna get even further as they cut the bottom turret.
Yep, I mean, look at them press the advantage here. They know that top side has been unlocked, and now Neo, all he has to do is just protect this turret, while Valence and the rest of the squad, the rest of the boys, are gonna roll up and start taking objectives one by one.
Red Esports, they need to do something right now, especially in terms of the gold lead. Cannot be afford to be loose even further. Zaid Hakimi right now is gonna try to get Neo, but Neo still a very, very flexible guy with high mobility with the sprint as well. Without any kills, without any assists, nor without any death. But right now, Zaid...
Oh, nicely played. The Abyssal Arrow lands. Clean combo as Subway there to ensure that nobody's going to make it out alive. They don't find value in killing Ren QT, but now Orange Esports slowly taking full control over the entirety of the map.
This is scary for Orange Esports because we haven't seen the damage from Valence yet. All of this kill is gonna get by Subway, Stormy, as well as Aim. These 3 people combining their skill set in order to get 6 kills. 6 total kills up until now is very, very nice. And Valence is just gonna be like, okay guys, I like what you did there. I'm just gonna farm up, and on the later stages, I'm gonna show my damage off. Stormy?
Stormy, he might have been... Oh, he does find the wild charge. Ooh, do they lock him in? That's a... very tight pixel hole that he's able to escape through. He does use the Shunpo anyways to minimize the damage, but right now Valence, I don't think he has his 3-item power spike just yet. It's 24k into the game, and not to mention that Subway finally upgrading his boots hasn't been just been power farming for the most part of it. I think Orange Esports want to bait Red into fighting by the Lord Pit.
Yeah, but we still cannot count out Red Esports. They still have the AoE damage from Ash, the setup from Zaid Hakimi. So if they can execute their team fight or next team fight really, really well, I can see Red Esports turning things around. But as you can see, the Lord is going to be started by Orange Esports, Ren QT, and Miral just hovering around right now.
They're going to start things off and speed up, and Subway here to secure they can burst this down if they want to, but I feel like Orange Esports, yep, they made the decision, cleared up the Lord, and now start moving away. I bit my tongue there midway. That one actually hurt. Wow.
Careful, my guy. Careful, my guy. But yeah, Orange Esports enjoying this amount of massive lead. 4,100 goal lead. 6 kills on the 9-minute mark. As we can see, the itemization being picked up by Valence, focusing on the Windtalker, Berserker Fury, so a lot of attack speed, a lot of critical damage as well, and probably the second item gonna be the Huskclaw? Sorry, not Huskclaw, the Scarlet Phantom, most likely?
I feel like it's Scarlet Phantom. I think he wants the greed out with the extra unique passive on top of having his Inspire. Feels more likely here. But now they're going to slowly take their time with the Lord. It's not an empowered Lord just yet. It's not a Luminous Lord, but they will be able to start cracking down on these tier 2s pretty fast. And I think most importantly for Orange Esports, they need to break open mid tier 1.
The only way Red Esports gonna come back from this game is a surprise pickoff. And the pickoff is gonna be executed probably by Ash, catching Valence most likely with the Petrify, with the Rough Wave, as well as the Breath of the Ocean. But it's gonna be really, really hard right now.
Yep, Neo jumps right into the middle of the fight. They find their kill, and now Subway with a sliver of HP tries to pick it up in the last tower shot. Nobody took aggro for that. That's really depressing as they crack open mid-tier 1, and they almost break tier 2.
The Tempest of Blade was being used. Everyone back the hell
Yep, they just walked away.
Yeah, no, we're sorry, fam. Subway, you're gonna take that target damage. We can't do anything about it. We tried our best, but you know, sometimes we fail. But it's okay for Orange Esports. They're still enjoying a very, very good lead. Yes, Subway getting the first death of this particular game, but being able to get the middle turret, almost getting that middle turret was very, very good for them. But right now, Neo,
Bloody Hunt's already in. Mal gets the full burst, and Stormy fights 3, but there's no backup whatsoever. He still has. Oh wait, I mean he flickered forward, and now he's gonna pay the price. He ends up dying over to Zion. Subway comes in with a Tempest on Blades, and now the donations are in. Who wants it? Who else wants a free kill? Miru fights Iron Hook. Valence sacrifices himself as well, but Abe able to get a shutdown as they trade 3 for 4. Can he get one more? Nope. Ren QT dancing around. Sho is able to get away with the Shunpo, and now that is going to be all. The check has been written, donating it to the Red Esports Foundation.
That was loco, bro. Everything was going around, and I'm not sure about Stormy's decision right there. Using the wild charge when there's no one around him. The follow-up wasn't
Flicker wild charge, by the way.
Flicker wild charge. Yes, the follow-up is there, but it was so far away. I was looking at the minimap. No one was there. No one was literally there. So probably a bit of miscommunication. And again, what a very nice donation from Orange Esports. Enjoying a 4K gold lead, but right now decreasing their lead to 2.9K gold lead. So a bit of more of that team fight is not gonna do good for Orange Esports, not gonna lie.
Look, they don't want to break the bank right now, and I think Orange Esports, they want this to be a competitive game, so they gotta be like, all right, let's make this a little spicy. Since we're already down a game, this will add to the stakes.
Okay.
I can respect that. I can respect that, but they cannot afford to make such a simple mistake like that again. And it looks like Valence opted to go for the Demon Hunter sword. Interesting. Interesting.
Okay, so attack speed, there's a bit of lifesteal, but right now Subway gonna go in.
Oh, he finds it, and he manages to take out Mal. The rest of the team is running, but now that's gonna be Subway already down. Valence can't get his damage in as the rest of Red Esports pull back a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Orange Esports.
I don't think Orange Esports should do the lot right now because Zayed is still there. The
Actually,
arrow
I think it's good. I think it's good. Bait them into a fight. They're going to turn this around. They find the Iron Hook onto Neo, but again, it doesn't matter. The Falling Star Moon gets one, but the slow, it doesn't really matter. Enhanced Chains, whoa, Neo taking a lot more damage than I'm expecting from Zayed. The Enhanced Sword, he's able to buy just enough time as Neo by himself zoning off 2 members and taking out Ren QT in the process. Zion now trapped, gets hit again. Stormy with a wild charge, he does not miss.
Okay, if that is the way of the frontliner of Orange Esports, yes, that was a good move by Valence, pushing the Lord, using the Lord, as well as finishing off the Lord. But you can see how Red Esports was trying their best to find a way through Neo, finding a way through Stormy, but the damage, the front line, the sustainability that they had, Red Esports couldn't do anything, couldn't find a single way, single maneuver trying to secure or steal the particular lot. But it's what they do with this particular lot. Orange Esports right now, yes, they do have the upper hand, but Red Esports having the Kadita, having Mal as well, it could be a very, very good defensive gameplay right now.
Yeah, I think, Orange Esports, they've got some really good execution when they're on point, but even right now, you can start to see that Red Esports has been playing a strong macro game. Top inhibitor is already down, and now they just have to defend. Now, with the Luminous Lord crashing in, RenQT in the middle of that fight, they jump straight for the back line. Stormy tries for it, manages to find one. 3 are dead, and they're all gone. They're already dead. Miro, the last to survive. Orange Esports respond in kind.
I rest my case. Stormy! Stormy! Being the initiator! With the flicker one shot, that's how you're supposed to do it. When there's follow-up, when there's people behind you to help you out, that's what they should have done in the first place. And kudos, look at the fans giving out the applause to Orange Esports. But man, oh man, Stormy bro keeps on surprising us day by day.